My name is Richard Schwartz. I'm a television producer with Olive Bridge Entertainment.
Miss it! Miss it! Miss it!
Well, that took a turn.
We develop and produce scripted and unscripted television shows and feature films.
Sean, that's not a suit, it's a sausage casing.
I've been fortunate. I've been able to work for and with people who were huge idols of mine growing up.
That's where I was going. Mulholland Drive.
I got to work for David Lynch.
It's late night with Conan O'Brien.
And then I got to work for Conan O'Brien. And then his late night show was formative in my comedy sensibility.
I've actually got Parkinson's. Either way.
And then most recently with Michael J. Fox, who, you know, was mine and I think everyone's favorite actor, you know, for a long stretch of the 80s and 90s.
There's no one who doesn't love you.
Harris!
Dazzle Novak, Moonbeam City Police.
We also just got a Comedy Central animated show picked up. I grew up in the suburbs outside of Chicago, but Madison was always a special place for me. My mom had attended school there in the 60s. My older sister went to school there. I made it a point to look far and wide at schools across the country. Every place I'd look, I kept comparing it to Madison in my head. In terms of the campus, in terms of the academics, in terms of the social life, in terms of the sports. And nothing could stack up against this sort of Madison ideal that I had in my mind. And the instruction in Madison was hugely influential in what I do today. I mean, I remember going up to Bascom Hill and in my history classes and my political science classes, I often talk about that phrase, sifting and winnowing. And that's essentially what I'm doing in my job. I work in development and television production, and there's a lot of sifting to get to the truth of ideas.
So, who's winning the sports today?
Just sports, no the.
Whether it's a sort of philosophy or a television sitcom.
They're playing the Miami.
The Miami what?
The sound machine.
It sort of all comes back to that ideal in a way. And so even though I'm not conscious that I'm sifting or winnowing on a day-by-day basis, I do think that sort of perspective
I got a lot of kids.
has been influential in my daily work.
This game better be over in 20 minutes.
Why? They want to watch Good Wife.
The Good Wife.
One of my strongest takeaways from going to a school like Wisconsin is it's such a strong liberal arts school. I didn't go to a film school. I didn't focus in, communications, but I got practical experience in and around Madison. And I also, studied the letters and sciences and history and political science. And I really think that taught me how to think and how to be a critical thinker. And to me, that takes you so much further than learning sort of the vocational matters, at a technical school or, some of the film schools that get so much sort of press, out here and have these pedigrees. I really do think sort of going to such a strong liberal arts school like Wisconsin is directly responsible for me being out here.